Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And for today's video, I'll gonna share uh, on how I am cooking or how I cook liver or chicken liver. We called it atay ng manok at balon-balunan ng manok. So I'll gonna show you how I am cooking it, mixing the recipe of my mother-in-law and my own recipe. I just made it a little bit of the taste of Pakistani taste and a Filipino taste so that everyone will like it, or all of us, my mother-in-law, my family will love to eat it. My in-laws loves my food or my cooking, but sometimes just for a change, and also my children and me, we like Filipino foods. And the good thing is my husband also loves Filipino food, so it's better to mix the recipe to make it to enhance the taste as well. Actually, when you mix the recipe of Pakistani and Filipino recipe, for me, it enhanced the taste. But of course, it still depends on how you are making or how you are cooking, or it still depends on how you cook. There is a saying, everyone can cook, but not everyone can be a good cook. So it's always depends on how the person or who cook. I think so. That's what I believe. But of course, every one of us, we have our own. We people have our own preference when it comes to food. When it comes to the food that we eat, and actually the taste is different also because we have different taste buds, right? So it still depends on the cook, plus depends on the person who eats. The good thing is my family and my in-laws appreciates my cooking. Since I am Pinay or Filipina, married to a Pakistani, I did my best to learn how to cook Pakistani food, not to just satisfy myself, but because I am married to a Pakistani. Aside from being a Pakistani wife, it is because culturally, women here in Pakistan is basically the queen of the kitchen. So for me, as respect also to the culture of my husband, and I cannot say anything bad on it. I think it's really needed, necessary to learn how to cook their food if you are married to a Pakistani. Not just because of out of responsibility, you thinking that oh it is my responsibility to learn how to cook because I am a wife. It's not that only. It is because as a wife, of course, we love our family and we love to serve them the best food that we can make. Since we are married into a mixed culture, especially when it comes to food, it is necessary to learn how those foods that they have and we have can be our family and enjoy it as well. So today, I'm gonna cook kaliji or keleji. I don't know the exact or the correct pronunciation of kaliji or liver or chicken liver in Urdu. It's that how they called it. So in today's recipe, I'll be mixing the recipe of my mother-in-law and my recipe as well. I love the recipe of my mother-in-law, but since she is old, she is having hard time in standing so long or doing some basic household chores, especially in the kitchen or whatever that whatever works at home. So I'm the one who is managing everything, especially when it comes to our cooking. And thanks to her, I learned a lot on her cooking, and I love the recipe that she taught me on how to cook their or the Pakistani food. I hope that you will be interested in learning how to cook this kind of food, the liver chicken or kaliji as they call it here in Pakistan. So please stay until the end of this video. Thank you. Your cooperation is very much appreciated. Actually, it's not only the kaliji or liver chicken, it is also with gizzard. So let us start. This is a gizzard or balon-balunan ng manok as we called it in Filipino or in Tagalog. This is how I'm cleaning it. First, I took water from the faucet, but of course, make it sure that it's clean. Then, add half teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. But it depends on you if how much do you want. It's up to you. Then I add vinegar. This is actually depends on you as well, but here I use few drops only. I do this process to make sure that or to disinfect the balunan or the gizzard. As we know, the gizzard is parts of the chicken that holds the dirt. After mixing everything equally, I am dipping or soaking the gizzard for at least 5 minutes. Set aside it for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, remove it on the water. So while I'm doing it, I'm boiling the water for the last process to clean the gizzard. So I'm washing it with the hot water, just dipping it for a minute and remove the water. This is what I do to make sure that the gizzard is really clean, but it's my style. It's up to you if you want to do the same way. After that, I cut it in not too small pieces, but just normal. Again, it's up to your preference. Since I want it smaller, so I cut it in this way. So while I am on the process of cooking, somebody came in the kitchen. This is my husband. That's yeah, searching for the food. I cut the liver or the kaliji in the same way in small pieces and wash it nicely as well. This recipe we need green chili, lemon, onions, garlic, and tomato. It's up to you if how much or how many do you want to use. And I cut the chili in this way. I removed the seeds because it's my preference. I don't want seeds, so I remove it. I crush the garlic and chop the tomato. Need 1 cup of plain yogurt as well. Let us start cooking. Here I use half cup of cooking oil. Then fry first the garlic, but it's up to you if which one do you want until it's golden in color, and then add the onions and fry it as well until it becomes golden in color. Mix match, so I'm covering it for 1 minute. 2 minutes and then check it. So now, as you can see, it's a bit browny or golden now. So I am adding the tomato. Then mix it as well a little bit and then close it. After a few minutes, check it and check if the tomato is also cooked. So as you can see now, after I think 3 minutes, I check it and it's now all in golden or brown color. And the tomato looks like already a paste or softened. So this is enough for us to add the other ingredients. First, I add the gizzard. I think it is the best to do first or to cook first because gizzard is a little bit harder than liver or chicken liver. So it's better to fry it or cook it for at least 5 to 10 minutes in a medium fire. So to make sure that it's a little bit soft or cooked nicely. To mix much, just cover it. After 10 minutes, here it is. So as you can see, there is the water comes out from our gizzard. So we don't need to add water, okay? Just leave it and the water will naturally comes out from the gizzard meat or from the gizzard. And then now, let us add the liver or the chicken liver. Again, mix it a little bit, not much. You don't need really to mix it, just cover it for at least 10 minutes again. After 10 minutes, check it. Here it is. Again, there is more water. That water also comes from the liver. But then, let's mix it so to make sure that it will not be stick or is not sticking on our pan or cooking pan. Just mix it a little bit and then for now, I think it's not yet cooked because there is a lot of water still. So I'm going to boil it or to cover it again for another 10 minutes. Before covering it, let us add the remaining ingredients. These are the chili flakes, coriander leaves, salt, and black pepper. Measurement of these ingredients is up to you. It's up to your preference. It's up to the taste that you want or the result of the taste that you want to your cooking. Ingredients are optionals. These are Pakistani spices. Cover it, and then after 5 to 10 minutes, check it again. So now, as you can see, the water is lesser, and you will also notice that the oil is also coming out. This is the kind of food that Pakistani wants. Most of Pakistani foods are cooked with a lot of cooking oil. But since we are Filipino, we are lessening the oil. Now, we will be adding the green chili and the lemon juice. I'm using lemon juice to remove the smell or some kind of smell or taste of the kaliji or the chicken liver that I don't want. So to remove it, I am using the lemon juice. This is also optional. It's up to you if you want or not really necessary. It is really good to remove the smell. Cover it again for 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes, check it. So here, as you can see, all the water is gone. There is just a little bit of water and cooking oil. This time, we will be adding the yogurt. Sorry, but I forgot to take the video, or I don't know what happened, but there is no video when I add the yogurt. So mix the yogurt with it and then leave it for a while until the yogurt absorbs the meat. And once it's absorbed, it will be like this. It will look like this. Now it's cooked. We will be garnishing it with garam masala. Garam masala is made of zira or cumin powder with black pepper. Our garam masala is also homemade. I'm making it at home and it's very easy. In my next video, I'm gonna show you how to make it at home. If you have spring onions or coriander leaves, you can garnish it with those leaves to make it more looks delicious. And that's all for today, and thank you so much for watching. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification bell as well so that you will be notified for the next video that I am going to upload. See you